All right. Today, we're going to look at a completely different way of thinking about academic publishing. Imagine a global expressway for getting scientific research out there. Well, that's what we're talking about today, and it's called IJARST.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a big question. If you're a researcher, an academic, or really anyone trying to get new ideas out there, this is going to hit home. You do all this incredible work, you have a breakthrough, and then what happens? You get stuck in traffic, right? So is the old way of publishing actually slowing your research down?
Yeah, that's what we're calling the publishing roadblock. And if you've been in this world, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It feels like you're on this old, crumbling toll road. It's slow, it's super expensive, and you're just stuck in these endless loops of peer review, facing these huge fees, and then, even if you get published, your work is locked behind a paywall where nobody can see. But what if there was a better way? What if instead of that miserable toll road, you could just merge onto a brand new expressway for your research? You know, something fast, open, and actually built for how we share information today.
Well, that alternative has a name. It's the International Journal of Advanced Research in Science and Technology. But that's a mouthful, so let's just call it by its acronym, IJSRT.
So what exactly is IJARST? Well, it's a peer-reviewed, international, open-access journal. Let's unpack that real quick. Peer-reviewed, that's your quality control. It means the work is solid. International means it has a global reach. It's not just stuck in one corner of the world. And the big one, open access, means your work is free for anyone, anywhere to read. No paywalls. And look, this isn't some brand new experiment that just popped up. IJARST has been building steam for over a decade. We're talking more than 2,000 authors who've collaborated with them and connections to over 60 universities. That's not just a startup. That is a well-established player in the academic world. Okay, but a good history is one thing. In the research world, it really comes down to the numbers, right? The impact. So let's actually look at the data, the metrics that show you just what kind of influence IJRST really has. First up, the big one, the publication impact factor. It's sitting at 6.76. Now, what does that even mean? It's simple, really. It means that articles published in IJARST are getting cited a lot by other researchers. That's a huge indicator of a journal's influence and respect in the community.
Next, let's talk about the article acceptance ratio, which is 60%. And this number tells a really interesting story. It shows a great balance, it's accessible, it's open to lots of good research, but it's not just a rubber stamp. They're still being selective to make sure the quality stays high. And this next part is a huge practical win for any author. I mean, for your career, you need those citations, right? Well, to get citations, people have to be able to find your work. IJARST indexes every single article in Google Scholar. That means maximum visibility and the best possible chance for citations. It's all about getting your research out there and seen by the right people. So, we've seen the journal's impact from the outside. But what's it actually like for you, the author? Well, let's talk about the author's fast track and how IJARST really puts the researcher first. And this really brings us back to that central idea. On one side, you have the traditional toll road, slow, expensive, and just full of restrictions. And on the other, you've got the IJRST Expressway, fast, affordable, and wide open for everyone. I mean, the difference is just night and day. So just how fast is this expressway? Okay, brace yourself for this one. The average time it takes to get published is 6 days. Yeah, 6. Not 6 months, not a year, 6 days. If you've ever been through the traditional process, you know that this is an absolute game changer. Okay, but what about the affordable part? The toll. The total publication fee is $30. And no, that is not a typo. $30. Think about what that does. It just shatters the financial barrier that stops so many brilliant researchers, especially people who don't have huge grants or are from developing countries, from getting their work out into the world. And the process itself? It's just as simple and fast as everything else. It's basically 3 easy steps. You submit your paper online, you pay that super low fee, and you get your publication and your e-certificate. That's it. No crazy hoops to jump through, no complicated bureaucracy. Now, I know what you might be thinking. With all this talk about speed and low cost, what about quality? Is this legit? And that is a totally fair question. The answer is right here. Every single submission goes through a rigorous, blind peer review. This isn't about cutting corners on quality, it's about cutting out the inefficiency.
The core things that matter, originality, solid research, and correctness, are always, always the top priority.
Okay, so we've seen how this is great for the individual author. But let's zoom out for a second and think about the really big picture, accelerating global knowledge. What happens when a platform like this starts to change the game for everyone?
Well, for one, it becomes a platform for all kinds of disciplines. It's breaking down those silos between different fields. We're not just talking about one narrow slice of science here. This is for engineering and tech, sure, but also IoT, the arts and humanities, business, law, finance, you name it. It's a true meeting place for discovery from all over the academic map.
And the real engine that makes all this global sharing possible, it's the license. Everything is published under a Creative Commons license, specifically CC BY 4.0. So what does that mean? It means the knowledge is genuinely free for the entire world to access, to share, and most importantly, to build upon. This is the legal foundation that makes true open access a reality.
So, we'll end by turning the question back to you. Your hard work is done, you've made the discovery, your research is ready to go. The only question left is the world ready to see it, like right now, today?